So once again, good morning, students. Let's begin with this topic, modal verbs. So when we talk about modal verbs, these are the verbs which are used with another verb, that is the main form of the verb, to express the mood or attitude of the speaker. Like when a person says, "Can I borrow your pen?" The person is making a polite request or asking permission in an informal manner. "May I come in?" The person is very formal and asking for permission. "Could you please show me the way to the hospital?" The person is making a polite request. "I can solve the sum easily." The ability the person is talking about doing the sums very easily. So we see this way, with the use of the correct modal there, you are able to express your attitude, your mood, what you want to convey. So this way, it is very important that you learn to use the correct modal verb in the sentences. Then modals, they are sometimes referred to as modal auxiliaries because they help other verbs. So modal auxiliaries or modals, it is very important to understand, and these are few of the modals that we use in everyday life, but sometimes we use it in a wrong manner. Can, could, may, might, must, shall, should, will, would, ought to. These are few modals that we are using in our everyday life. Unknowingly or knowingly, sometimes we commit mistake. So it is important that you understand this modal properly. So this way, when we talk about modal, we use different ways the modals as possibility, obligation, necessity, ability. Modals under the possibility, when it is used, it expresses how likely a thing is to happen. We try to make predictions. In case of obligation, we want to convey what a person is supposed to do or should do. Necessity, insistence, a person, what he is needed to do, have to do. Ability talks about the person's ability, whether he is able to do or not. So this way, modals are expressed under these conditions: possibility, obligations, necessity, ability, and these helps us to express our mood or attitude. So it is important to understand what is the structure of the modal, how do we use it, what is to be taken care of when dealing with modals. So here we see that how we place the subject first, then we place the modal verb and the main verb. As for example, Mary could play the piano. Mary could play the piano. Here could is used to express the ability of Mary, that how in the past she was able to play the piano. So it is talking about the past ability of Mary. So it is to be taken care of while dealing with modals that they do not accept conjugation. जैसे वर्ब की प्ले को आप प्ले, प्लेड, प्लेड कर सकते हो, लेकिन मॉडल्स का फॉर्म नहीं चेंज होता है, इसके 3 फॉर्म्स नहीं बनाए जाते, मॉडल्स का सिर्फ एक ही फॉर्म होता है. And they do not need other auxiliary verbs because right after modal the main verb follows. But this should be taken care of. Modals cannot be used as main verb. As we take example, she is unwell. यहाँ ये जो helping verb है is, it is acting as a main verb. But आप modal को could, Mary could the piano, कोई sense बना? No, you need a main verb. And the main verb, it will follow in its root form. So modal auxiliaries इसीलिए कहलाते हैं because they also act as helping verb, but they cannot change its forms. हेल्पिंग वर्ब्स में हम देखते हैं इसका फॉर्म चेंज हो जाता है, राइट, लेकिन जो मॉडल्स के तौर पे जब यूज करते हैं हम तो इसका फॉर्म चेंज नहीं होता है। नेक्स्ट, देयर इज नो एस इन सिंगुलर व्हेन यू यूज मॉडल्स, लाइक जब हम यूज करते हैं ही लाइक्स टू प्ले फुटबॉल, हमने वर्ब में एस लगा दिया, बट जब हम मॉडल लगाते हैं वहां कोई एस नहीं यूज होता, एंड कोई डू डज या डोंट डजंट नेगेटिव फॉर्म में यूज नहीं होता है। जैसे ही कैन स्की, क्या ये सही होगा इस तरह से लिखना, ही कैन स्की और ही कैन स्कीज? नो, so this is the wrong way of writing. When this verb, helping verb is acting as a modal, इसके साथ जो है कोई SES नहीं लगेगा। जैसे would you like to come with me, क्या आप ऐसे लिखोगे do you, would you like to come with me? क्या ये करेक्ट फॉर्मेशन है? No, it is not the correct form of writing, right? When you are using modals, we don't use do, does with it. They can't be serious or they don't can be serious. Which one is correct? The first one, because you cannot express this way. You cannot add do with the modal. They don't can be serious. So इन बातों का भी ध्यान रखोगे. And modals, they do not have the infinitives or the ing form. Modals को आप ऐसे नहीं लिख सकते to can, जैसे आप मेन वर्ब के साथ to लगा देते हैं ना, to run, to eat या running, eating, modals के वो फॉर्म्स भी नहीं बनते हैं। जब वो वर्ड एज अ मॉडल यूज होता है तो वो यूज होगा इस तरह से कैन, मस्ट, इनको आईएनजी फॉर्म में मस्टिंग नहीं बनाना है, टू मस्ट नहीं लिखना है। मॉडल्स आर फॉलोड विद द रूट फॉर्म ऑफ द वर्ब, मॉडल्स के साथ जो वर्ब फॉलो करता है, द मेन वर्ब दैट फॉलोज, इट इज ऑलवेज ऑलवेज इन इट्स रूट फॉर्म। शी मस्ट स्टडी, वी शुड गो, he could play. So that way you see with the modal must study है, studying नहीं है, should के साथ go है, could के साथ play. So this way when you are using modals, these things are to be taken care of. So let's start discussing the modals, how to use it under different situations. Permission. We use the modals may, can, could for asking permission. May I ask a question, ma'am? Can I borrow your bicycle for a while? Could you help me cross the road? देखिए तीनों में ही परमिशन मांगी जा रही है, मे से है, कैन से है, कुड से है। बट व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस हियर? कैन यू टेल मी? क्या फर्क है? व्हाट इज द यूसेज? हाउ इट क्लैरिफाइज द डिफरेंस? यस हर्ष? यस, कोई भी बता दीजिए प्लीज, आपने ये पढ़े हुए हैं, क्या डिफरेंस है? मे आई आस्क यू अ क्वेश्चन, कैन आई बोरो, कुड यू प्लीज, क्या फर्क है इनमें? हर्ष आपने अनम्यूट किया हुआ है अपने आप को, आप कुछ कहना चाहते हो? नहीं तो प्लीज म्यूट कर लीजिए। यस, हु वुड लाइक टू से, रेज योर हैंड। आंचल, भूमि, इशिता, व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस? मे, कैन, कुड, ये जो 3 सेंटेंसेस लिखे हैं इसमें क्या फर्क है? हाँ जी भूमि बेटा बताइए क्या फर्क है?
Ma'am, may is used in a formal sentence, just like may is used for formal sentences, and could can is used for the informal sentences.
ठीक है, एंड व्हाट अबाउट कुड?
Could ma'am, I don't know about
ओके,
could.
आंचल बताइए कुड कहाँ यूज करते हैं हम?
Ma'am, can is used when we know that we have the ability to do a work and we're asking for the permission to do it. Uh, could is a more polite. Could is a polite way of asking permission for something.
Yes, could is more polite way of asking permission. So may जो होता है हम may यूज करते हैं for formal permission. जो can है वो है direct है, informal है, friendly है, and is used among friends and close relations. आप अपने दोस्तों के साथ, भाई बहन के साथ, अपने relatives के साथ informal way में बात करते हो, right? आप उनसे formal थोड़ी होते हो. So that way, whenever you are asking for permission there, in that case you use can. May is used in a very formal way. जैसे आप schools में, colleges में, office में जो employees हैं, boss के साथ जब बात कर रहे हैं, so इस तरह से जब subordinates एक दूसरे से बात कर रहे हैं, colleagues बात कर रहे हैं, so that way they are very formal there in their talks there, and then they use may. Next is could. It is less direct but more polite. And this is often used with strangers or people whom you are not intimately connected, closely connected nahi ho aap unse, jaan pehchan nahi hai aapki. So in that case you use could. You can also say in case of may I come in ke bajaye could I come in. That means जिससे आप permission मांग रहे हो, you don't know the person and you are actually being very polite. तो आपको बॉडी लैंग्वेज में कोई भी ऐसा जेस्चर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. यू कैन यूज सिंपली द वर्ड कुड एंड दिस मॉडल मेक्स इट क्लियर दैट यू आर मेकिंग अ वेरी polite request and you are asking the permission very politely, right? Now the next case is giving permission. When you have to give permission, allow for something, you use may or can but not could. As for example, Rajat said, "Can I use your telephone?" Ankit, "Of course you can." That means Rajat and Ankit जो है एक दूसरे को जानते हैं, दोस्त हैं, और वो उससे पूछता है कि क्या मैं तुम्हारा फोन यूज कर लूं, और अंकित भी रिप्लाई देता है, "Yes, of course you can." Sneha, "Could I say something?" Mr. Sen, "Of course you may." Now see here, you could नहीं है, could से कुछ और हो जाएगा. You जी तुम कर सकते थे, नहीं. यहाँ पर जो could है वो उसकी जगह जब परमिशन देनी है आपको, then you use formal way में you may, right? So permissions जब देनी है तो may और can का यूसेज होता है. Can for informal, may for formal. नेक्स्ट आती है हमारी जो कैटेगरी है possibility. May, might, could. So when you're referring to present or future possibility, you use may, might, and could. Take these examples. There's someone at the door. It may be Jasleen. What are you doing tomorrow? We aren't sure. We might go for an evening walk. Don't stand on the chair. It could break. Now see, there are three different sentences, examples with may, might, and could. Can anybody tell me what is the difference between the usage? इनके यूसेज में क्या फर्क है, बताइए. क्या समझ आ रहा है? मे, माइट, कुड, ये तो आपको अच्छे से पता होना चाहिए बेटा.
मैम
यस
मैम माइट में होता है वो हो सकता, वो होएगा ही, और कुड में होता है कि वो हो सकता है.
नो. यस आंचल. आंचल, is there any problem? You are not able to unmute? Anchal, are you there? आपने hand raise किया है. Anybody else who can explain difference between may, might, and could? Hurry up. Nobody is willing to speak. Teacher बात करते रहता है, बस आप सुनते भी नहीं. I don't know whether you are present there or not. The videos are also switched off. Yes, खुशी बेटा. गुरनूर, खुशी, ऋषिका, आप में से कोई? यस सुहाना बेटा, हाँ जी बताइए.
Ma'am, may is for light possibility, might for a strong possibility.
No. Again गलत हो गया. Who else can explain? Gurnoor, yes, beta Gurnoor.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
May refers to higher possibility, that there's a high possibility there might be someone. Example, first, that there is a high possibility that Jasleen is outside,
Hmm.
and might refers to a weaker possibility than may, and could refers to the weakest possibility than might and may.
Yes, absolutely right. There's someone at the door, it may be Jasleen. ये हो सकता है that you are expecting Jasleen to come और knock होती है तो Jasleen ही होगी. Might मतलब sure नहीं हो, weak possibility. And don't stand on the chair, it could break, टूट सकती है. Possibilities तीनों ही हैं, लेकिन could जो है वो सबसे weaker है यहाँ पर. So when we talk about these possibilities, may, might, could जो है, it refers to may suggests a good possibility, strong possibility, might weak possibility, and could suggest still a weaker possibility. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से may, might और could का usage होता है. So yes, of course you can answer in chat, आंचल, अगर आप unmute नहीं कर पा रहे थे, it's okay. So अब clear है, may suggests a good possibility, might suggest a weak possibility, and could suggest a weaker possibility. Next है possibility in the past. Past की किसी possibility को अगर आप express करना चाहते हो, then in that case you can use may, might, could, have plus past participle. As for example, Ram hasn't come to school. He may have missed the bus. He might have missed the bus. So depending on the possibility, whether it is a strong, good or weaker possibility, you can use the word with have plus past participle. Right? So this way, to express possibilities, we use may, might and could. Next, we will discuss about the ability. Can, could, be able to. I can play the guitar, but I cannot play the tabla. I can speak French fluently. I'm able to speak French fluently now. So see, when we use can, we are actually talking about the present ability. कि मैं गिटार तो play कर सकता हूँ, but मुझसे तबला नहीं बजाया जाता. I am not able to do that work. So can and able to can be replaced with the same meaning. Its meaning में कोई change नहीं होता है. So with is, am, are, able to, you can talk about the present ability. So you can also use can, you can also use able to. And could, was, were, able to is used to express past ability. कि past की जो ability थी, जो discontinued है, अब वो present में नहीं है. When I was young, I could swim. When I was young, I was able to swim. You can use it that way either. Could have past participle. ये कब use होता है? Means referring to a situation. What was possible in the past but did not happen. तो कोई एक काम जो पास्ट में कर सकते थे बट नहीं कर पाए किसी वजह से, जैसे our team could have won the tournament but we didn't even participate in it. could have won, जीत सकते थे पर क्यों नहीं जीते? क्योंकि पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं किया. इट वॉज पॉसिबल, हमारी टीम इतनी केपेबल थी, एबिलिटी थी जीतने की, लेकिन हमने पार्टिसिपेट ही नहीं किया, इसलिए कुछ भी नहीं हुआ. सो दैट वे अगर कोई ऐसे सिचुएशन को रेफर करते हो अबाउट एबिलिटी इन द पास्ट बट वो नहीं हो सकी, तब आप यूज करते हो कुड हैव प्लस पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. अदरवाइज टू एक्सप्रेस प्रेजेंट एबिलिटी कैन और एबल टू express past ability could or was, were, able to. Right? Next, suggestions, advice या duty की बात करें तो we can use the words should and ought to. It can be used to ask or give suggestions, advice, to talk about duty, or to say what is right or good. जैसे you should not raise your voice. You ought not to raise your voice. Should is used when we want to give a general piece of advice. जब हम simply किसी को एक सलाह दे रहे हैं. Ought to जो होता है, it carries with it a sense of moral obligation. When you are morally obliged to do that work, it's a duty on your part. Then we use the word ought to or ought not to. Not to जब हम negative कुछ refer करना चाहते हैं. So that way, you ought to be fair in your dealings. That means you have to be very honest. It is morally obliged on you. It is your duty to be honest in your work. So we use ought to express things. You ought to respect your parents. You ought to respect national flag. You should respect your parents. When you are giving just a general piece of advice, should can be used. But when the speaker is talking about something which is morally obliged on a person, then we use ought to. Should, ought to refer to some past something that was desirable on part of a person, but the person did not do it. So should, ought to के साथ have के साथ past participle जब हम लगाते हैं to suggest that someone did not do what was desirable, जो उसे करना चाहिए था but उसने नहीं किया. I'm sorry, I should have informed you well in time, but you did not. आपने वो नहीं किया, तो आप apologize कर रहे हो कि आपको समय पर कुछ इन्फॉर्म करना था जो आपने नहीं किया, आपको कर देना चाहिए था. ऐसी सिचुएशन में should या ought to के साथ have and past participle यूज करता है. If it's a general piece, something which was generally desired from you or something which was as a part of duty, accordingly you will decide the usage of the word should and ought to. Next, there is something more to the suggestion. Shall we, can, and could. This can also be used to make suggestions or asking for suggestions. As for example, what shall we play? Shall का usage है. Shall we के साथ आप suggestion मांग रहे हो. क्या खेलना चाहिए आज हमें? Right? So that way. Next. Shall we play Scrabble? Then you are now giving suggestion. आप suggestion दे रहे हो. चलो आज Scrabble खेल ले. Now see, the usage is in an informal way. Should is also used. Like, should I keep the door open for you? आप किसी को politely कुछ suggestion दे रहे हो कि क्या मैं आपके लिए दरवाजा खुला रहने दूं? तो should का usage होता है. Shall is informal, should is more formal. We can also use can या could to make suggestions. I am feeling so bored. सामने वाले ने suggestion दिया, you can watch the cricket, you could sit in meditation. Can का usage little informal है. Could जो है, it is more polite. तो can और could जो abilities के लिए यूज की जाती हैं can also be used to make suggestions. It depends the way a person is using the modal. So according to the situation, how you use it, that has to be kept in mind. So shall जब आप suggestion मांग रहे हो किसी से, shall जब आप suggestion दे रहे हो किसी को, उसकी usage किस तरह से करनी है, should का usage किस तरह से करना है. So that way you have to decide. Next, necessity or compulsion. Must, have to, have got to, need. Expressing necessity or compulsion, as for example, I must work hard to improve my grades. I have to work hard to improve my grades. दोनों ही compulsion है, necessity है, जरूरत है, compulsion भी है. But इनकी usage में एक छोटा सा difference है. In must, the authority comes from the speaker. You must be in your seat by 6. That means the speaker is insisting the person. I insist that you must be in your seat by 6. 6 बजते बजते तुम्हें अपनी सीट पर वापस आ जाना है। एंड इन केस ऑफ इन जो है हैव टू वाली सिचुएशन में द अथॉरिटी कम्स फ्रॉम आउटसाइड द स्पीकर। ऑल्दो द स्पीकर इज गिविंग द अथॉरिटी, बट जो मेन अथॉरिटी है वो किसी और वजह से है। You have to be in your seat by 6. That means the prevailing practice as per rule. जैसे जब आपके स्कूल चल रहे थे तो आपको स्कूल्स जो थे समर सीजन में 7:30 तक स्कूल पहुंचना होता था, है ना? So that means you have to be in your school by 7:30. जब have to का usage है, that means it is the rule. As per the rule you have to follow it. Although the speaker is asking you, compelling you, but it is as per the rules, the prevailing practice of the school. But the speaker, if he says that you must be present in my class, then the speaker is actually the authority. It comes from the speaker's side. That means the speaker is insisting the listener to do something. So that way must is used. Must as a duty भी यूज होता है। तो अगर आप ड्यूटीज की बात कर रहे हो, ऑब्लिगेशंस की बात कर रहे हो, एंड इट इज अ कंपल्सरी ड्यूटी टू डू, देन मस्ट का यूसेज होता है। सो नेसेसिटी, कंपल्शन, मस्ट, हैव टू। नेक्स्ट हियर इज हैव गॉट टू। I think I should stop here. Have got to हम कल डिस्कस करेंगे. It's better if we stop here today because आज के लिए बहुत ज्यादा है. So आज जो हमने मॉड्यूल्स पढ़े बेटा, we have learnt about the rules and the structure of the modules. Then we discussed about the permission, the possibility, the ability and suggestions, along with that necessity and compulsion. इसका जो सेकेंड पार्ट है नेसेसिटी कंपल्शन का, दैट वी विल डिस्कस ऑन मंडे। आई होप द टॉपिक व्हिच वी हैव डिस्कस्ड सो फार इट इज नाउ क्लियर टू यू. इट्स नॉट अ न्यू टॉपिक एंड इट्स जस्ट अ रिविजन फॉर यू. So on Monday next when we meet, we'll complete this topic and also we will have some practice questions. We will discuss that, right? So thank you for listening.